There was a massive showdown in Ghana Parliament. The moment the NDC side in the Parliament finally passed the bill for 24-hour economy, it was here. Oma passed 24-hour economy bill on that. And someone right after that, the Honorable Sticka, together with Afenyamarkin, Kojo Oppong, and many others on the side of the MPP, clash with them. Attack woman hard one, our house one more. Mama and Chirimu not to amame. Our comment section. I have Penyah broke media. Let's say any deal. Obey like keep video, no other one, subscribe button, somebody can keep verification, corner please update, and batch the wide and amame. Our comment section. So baswa. Not your first any biashwe. So, yeah, got 204 election. Obiad in the campaign message, buy. Now, Mahama Ayariga resetting Ghana agenda into parenthesis 24-hour economy, the game changer. Say ubia benye adwuma ye ema ahyase no na explanation no emaye ebi say utie ensima seri ngati aka ye
24-hour economy no dia ya ba ne say aban ebetwa electricity boa ewo fam kura e dia ma edwumayefo a mo beba adwuma anajo no ma be ya adwuma enti mo amoye fundraise mo amoye welders mo kura cars ni dia manema mo hia electricity pa no mo penufo na mo adwuma emfaso aba mu a mo be sign ni na mo ba adwuma anajo
ensima we kan ye
wakasa oba obeye 24-hour economy obi me no wakasa wache fo ahin neton wache after 6 p.m. Nipas, is it the regular practice?
Maybe because there is no demand.
Absolutely. So
at that time.
So you have to stimulate that demand. John Mahama can once.
We kwatena no ka different say enkyeremu ni emaye.
Na 24-hour economy ma me no papa no mo amotiti mo amoyen emwa. John Mahama say what the modern farming techniques in the deba. Enti under animal farming. Wo call baby to say pudon. E China. Wo call animal farming no. Woni say jatani mwa kese elephant ni ade nyina egu farm no bi. Enti wontimi nkose wo kwa akodododo. Anase wo kwa akodua nuane wo ho. Enti wodi kai set up plantation ni bibia wie wo wi ane ogya mwa na gum. Na gya mwa ne gum a wo behia omo so a wo mo di plane ebe fa biem no mas asevo emwa ne nuane ne ade. Na proud to that no. What training expert for wo mo so ebe hwe nkwan a friend say omo ebe hwe mwa no so bo bi yare a ebetima wo no pane ne ade.
But last eno benya say okay ene eye formula 133
which we have a formula for the 24-hour economy and it's a very simple one. Formula 133, same job, 3 people, 3 shifts. So when we say 24-hour economy, guys, you respond by saying formula 133. Can we do this? Youth, can we do this? 24-hour economy.
1 job, 3 people, 3 shift, 8-hour shift policy ana omode ba say adwuma ba ko na ye be fa nipa 3 na oma run ne 3 shift we ba no pa epon wi na wi akopon wi na akopon ekọ adwumre akọbọ the night akopon the next day morning na say enti ase aba mu but that is better na kunya so ya atwan ya busia na ema ya atwan den fa wa economy na achepa yi na emra busia na nsem mu ana omode ho asem ekopie mu e wo Ghana Parliament omu ye bill NDC for no ye bill say Parliament en pass Parliament pass say abaji atum say now no 24-hour economy ye nya pressure per say ye e don't the bill na ekoto Parliament busia Parliament e pass that bill no.
As many as are in favor of the motion say aye. Aye. Those against say no. Honourable members, the motion is adopted.
An act to establish the 24-hour economy authority to implement the 24-hour economy and accelerated export development program and provide for related matters.
Honourable members, the 24-hour Economy Authority Bill 2025 is duly read for the 3rd time and duly passed.
Parliament bill no, the majority that in Parliament, Honorable Mahama Ayariga, ebe man chire mu kakra. That was right after said Parliament pass a bill and who be here near. Bill no crebe hwe ade ewom. Ene wa be no mu kan ye. E wo bill ni mu aye say e fa 24-hour economy ho. Next year that to omu budget to me for 2026. Any sem omu campaign message mu. Near the ahwe say ene ma ne fa. Eno ana Honorable Kojo Oppong konoma. Ene Honorable Sticka Stephen. Omu yes in fact expose the omu AAB. It was 24-hour economy policy now. It was Ghana Parliament. In fact, it was such a fantastic discussion and analysis.
Believe in this policy. We live in this country. I'm not wishing them bad. If it's good, it's for this country. But I am telling you, Mr. Speaker, and the entire Ghanaian community, it is not something they've thought through. I'm not saying it's not a good thing. Mr. Speaker, the 24-hour economy my brothers from the NDC side are talking about, they have no idea about what they want to do. I'm being honest with you. If you go to most of the developed economies, when they are talking about 24-hour economy, go to China, go to the European countries, go to Latin America, go to Northern Americans, you see manufacturing industries. The ecosystem is so effective and efficient that thousands of young people from that country are working. Is that what they want to tell us? Mr. Speaker, this whole political gimmicks and propaganda to deceive voters, I think we should have a new paradigm shift. We need to redefine our corporate focus as a country and the reasons why we are in politics. We should be getting tired of some of these propaganda, communist inferior tactics, machinery that they are dishing out to the people. Mr. Speaker, then you have to come to another issue that I'm surprised. Once again, they want to do this to help build a very productive economic framework. Are you dealing with our dwindling fiscal space, our policy framework? We run a negative effective tax rate economy. We run a debt inclined economy. And one of the reasons is that we are not able to control our expenditures effectively. We are not dealing with the correlation that we need between our expenditures control and our GDP growth. We have a lot of institutions that are already overlapping, that are already duplicated in terms of functions and structures. We already have all of them. Why are they trying to set up another one? Are we not tired of abusing and misusing state resources in the name of politics and creating jobs for the boys? Is it what we want to do for Ghanaians? The young people out there, look at them. Only a few of them even get jobs to do.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to contribute to this report that has been laid before the House. I first want to lay a proviso before I discuss about 4 issues from this side of the House. First, Mr. Speaker, is the fact that this bill that was brought came to us on the 3rd of December 2025. This bill, the 24-hour economy authority bill, is supposed to be based on the 24-hour economy policy. Mr. Speaker, at the time this bill was brought to this House, the policy document was not before this House. In fact, it was yesterday, on the 4th of January 2026, that the policy document itself was brought. On the 4th of February, I beg your pardon, 2026, that the policy document was brought. So, Mr. Speaker, Parliament has considered this bill without the benefit of the policy document. And this is what we discussed earlier, that you are building the first floor before the foundation. Mr. Speaker, today we will cooperate and work with our colleagues, and we mentioned to them that we are not opposed to this bill. But we would like to implore them that going forward, the remaining policy documents must come to this House before the bills come, so that the consideration is done in tandem. Mr. Speaker, let me deal with the 4 substantive issues that we want to raise on this side of the House. First is the fact that we are of the view, respectfully, that a 24-hour economy authority is totally unnecessary for the purposes of delivering a 24-hour economy. And we say this with great respect. We don't mean this in a disrespectful way. Mr. Speaker, 6 of the biggest cities that operate 24-hour economies, New York, Tokyo, London, Bangkok, Dubai, Berlin, none of them started off with a 24-hour economy authority. In fact, it's only London that has a commission years after the fact to attempt to support the functioning of a 24-hour economy. What this bill does, contrary to what it advertises to the youth in this country, that the government promised a 24-hour economy and they've brought the law for the 24-hour economy, what this bill actually does is that it sets up a bureaucracy, an authority with a chief executive, an internal auditor, hundreds of staff, board. They're going to ask for a budget and spend. But with the greatest of respect, this authority does not deliver a 24-hour economy in any way. And so, Mr. Speaker, if anybody is under the illusion that what the government has done is to bring a bill that will give life to the 24-hour economy, we would like to serve notice, and notice is hereby served. This bill does not deliver a 24-hour economy. It only sets up an authority, a new bureaucracy, which will not deliver a 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, if it is about the accelerated export development, that has been mentioned by my colleagues, there's already GEPA, fully funded, working, opening trade houses in other parts of the world. This is not the body that will accelerate export development. In fact, this ends up being a duplication. We don't want to say it's just going to create jobs for the boys, for those who have not been appointed in government so far. We won't say that. But this is just a duplication. If it's about export, accelerated export development, it's just a duplication. It is neither going to create a 24-hour economy nor accelerate exports. Now, Mr. Speaker, some of the earlier colleagues on the other side claimed that they were shocked that we were suggesting we haven't seen what they promised reflected in this bill. And we are shocked that they are shocked. Because, Mr. Speaker, when they advertised the 24-hour economy, they had a very clear, unambiguous definition for the millions of Ghanaian youth to hear. They said they were going to introduce a system that will allow people to work around the clock. 133. We remember the launch of your manifesto when His Excellency the President, then candidate, had the clock behind him. 133. One job, 3 staff, 3 shifts. Mr. Speaker, we have read this bill from clause 1 to clause 28. There is no mention whatsoever from clause 1 to 28. There is no mention of an around-the-clock working cycle. There is no mention of it here. If there's any Ghanaian youth out there who labors under the apprehension that what the government has brought is about 24-hour working cycle, please read it. It's not in it. Honorable Adongo attempted to give us a variation that 24-hour could mean 133 or 122 or something. Whichever way you keep it, Mr. Speaker, it is not in this bill. So again, the claim that this bill is going to enable people work around the clock, increase productivity and create more jobs, this bill does not respond to that. It's a fallacy. Mr. Speaker, now let me go to the issue of agencies. In their manifesto, they actually listed agencies that they were going to have work for 24 hours, DVLA, customs, etc., as has been mentioned. None of these agencies is mentioned in this. Not one. Not one. AG. Not one of these agencies is mentioned in this. But if indeed this bill is to compel government agencies to work around the clock, you should be listing them here. None of it is here. In fact, Mr. Speaker, if you read the functions of the authority that they have listed, please permit me to read the functions. Section 3. Promote the optimization of volume, variety, and quality of products produced in the country for domestic consumption and export. Is that 24-hour economy? Promote the development of micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise sector. Is that 24-hour economy? Promote the role of micro, small, and medium-scale enterprise. MBSSI was doing that. Is that 24-hour economy? The closest you will find is in subclause K, and it says, propose the incentive regime applicable to companies operating in the 24-hour economy value chain, including fiscal and monetary incentives. What is the Finance Ministry doing? What is the Trade Ministry doing? So, Mr. Speaker, this authority they want to create, with the greatest of respect, is totally unnecessary if the purpose is to enable the economy function for 24 hours and allow people to work round the clock. The 133 they spoke about is nowhere here. The agencies they've mentioned politically on platforms is nowhere here in this bill. Mr. Speaker, the minister responsible for roads said thousands of jobs have already been created under the 24-hour economy. He said that a few minutes here ago. But out of respect for the rules, we did not want to rise up and challenge him. We would have been pleased if he had given us examples of those thousands of jobs that have been created under the 24-hour economy already. This is a house of records. How can you say that today there are thousands of jobs that have already been created under the 24-hour economy? Then why are your youth complaining that no jobs have been created? Thousands of jobs have already been created. Mr. Speaker, that's a palpable untruth. He went ahead to say that there are already contractors that are working 24 hours in Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I would have been happy if he had named one. We would have gone there at 2 a.m. with our cameras to find out if he's really working 24 hours around the clock. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Mr. Speaker, the real reason for which they are promulgating this authority, and we have come to that view, is just to buy time. From January 2025 till February 2026, the 24-hour economy has become a hoax. And they know very well that it is not going to bear fruit. So what they are doing is creating an impression in the minds of Ghanaian youth that we are now creating an authority. The authority is working. They are now starting. It is coming. It is not coming anywhere. What they have put in this document will not create a 24-hour economy. My last 2 points, Mr. Speaker. I was shocked that after all the criticism of the 1D, 1F policy, that policy was not coherent because it was relying on the private sector. I was shocked to read in paragraph 4, page 2 of the memo to this bill. Mr. Speaker, line 8 says, furthermore, the program is delivered by the direct entrepreneurial efforts of organized private citizens acting through their as well as community-based organizations, acting through their collectives, cooperatives, companies, and other industry associations, as well as community-based organizations, rather than the public servants. Mr. Speaker, what they are actually saying is that if you are hoping that the public sector is what will deliver 24-hour economy, forget. They are waiting for the private sector. Because the claim was that they were going to ensure that public organizations were working 24 hours. Now the bill comes before us and you say you are waiting for the private sector. This is disappointing news to the millions of youth who believed the promises that you made. Mr. Speaker, now we come to the conclusion that if this is what it is all about, then the 1B, 1F program was a whole lot better than this 24-hour economy bill which they have brought before us. Mr. Speaker, the NDPC of the Republic of Ghana, not me, has reported that at least 150 functioning factories were left at the end of 2024. Not me, the NDPC reports it. It's in the annual progress report of the NDPC. You may want to quarrel with them, not me. They didn't require an authority to do this. The same ministries that were functioning were the ones providing the incentives. If all that we are going to do is to create this bureaucracy, pay all these monies, and now wait for the private sector to come, then, Mr. Speaker, we are doing ourselves a big disservice. It is their policy. They have decided this is how they want to implement it. We will not be opposed to it. We will help them to fine-tune the bill. But, Mr. Speaker, we caution them in good faith that if this is what they hope will deliver a 24-hour economy, this will not. They still have time to reconsider and come up with something that can deliver. The last time we had a conversation, and I'll conclude here, we drew their attention to a bill they were passing, the Gold Board Bill, that if they mixed some of the provisions in it, regulator and operator, they will be in trouble. Mr. Speaker, in we say Fofia and Twata, we've seen the trouble that has come, and now we are waiting to take the motion for the parliamentary inquiry. Our prayer is that this doesn't become another such incident where they will refuse to listen, only for us a few months down the line to find ourselves in a place where we've passed the bill, we've created the authority, people have been paid, they've bought cars, and no 24-hour economy has been created. Mr. Speaker, with these few words, we will support their reports and we will help them to pass their bill, but we pray that they help to fine-tune it so that it delivers what they promised. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Mumayinti Salagasat MP, Salagasat MP, Mamizura, Mumayinti Nsimhuna Wakaka about 24-hour economy, or Parliament, Salagasat MP, with the NT.
Mr. Speaker, today, I'm having to work in my municipal hospital, and I'm asking for quarry dust from the Upper East region. And I'm told that the dust has to travel throughout the night, because when they travel during the day, because of the heat, the weather, it affects the tires. That is what 24 hours means. Yeah. That enough security will be provided so that our trucks, goods and services can be conveyed 24 hours across the country safely. Mr. Speaker.
Swati. Mrashe bedwania ya to abamano besinde. 24-hour economy explanation or no say. Or tanria na anriano driver ni se untimi nante awia because ne ties nti oben nante anajo na 24-hour economy ni se ombehwe se driver betimi anante anajo abedru of the final destination kromu hayeti tracks are we anria mpredu do saying na oma ndro destination because there is no security or there are no security provided on our roads. Wow, akoto abadiama sama miwe. Wow. Liquid intelligent or representative of parliament. Obi mami o. Sometimes until I deal with a ma, I na ya. Because I have that sympathy. Me papa and woba. Until sometimes when I'm dealing with a ma, I'm much careful. Because I don't have a lady or a girl like from my father's sperms. But Oba wakujina parliament, Oba time wujina homan crofo. You bisa 24-hour economy no, and the parliament almost di 24-hour economy authority home come say the be implement na 24-hour economy almost the ba a same job 3 shift 3 persons no. Salaga 4 betimi anya adwumaye babi enyina ye free mabu no mo ho mo ni adwumaye teachers nurses any other companies e ho betimi expand companies said the omo ka kire ye no maami we de ania ono no 24-hour economy che say ya to abawie mahama mambu na free ni nkola brema bedru ni mbrant brem next year mambu no kono nkokura bomu still parliament omo nyanti 24-hour economy na se 24-hour economy no still omunyantia say it was a perfect definition of modern say same job 3 shifts, but because it lacks omankasa policy implementation into their MPs are still struggling 1 year along the line. Mami penimu wonkan yankan chire no yanya ka chire say the bibi about 24 hours nti se say there ye new din e defend da bay na police for enya adwuma 24 hours e wo man ya yetimi. Why are we displaying liquid intelligence at the highest level like that? A policy a would campaign. Now, bet me a catcher Ghana for say 24-hour economy no eno ne say track a wo pese wo san ya de bro no track and driver no ma excuses say onante wia ne tires be pa bra ndi wo nkwa wo tires bra kuma say han mu say containers are cars de nante wia na da ben na police former excuses say tracks intimi nko final destination because they lack security protection. Mamuna ba yakoto till date Oma yakoto abon don't understand 24-hour economy. Ubo utiridi na MPs ni nyina o billboard 24-hour economy. Omu ni office kura no akọ zuera mami zuera so office awo salaga ko 8 p.m. na hwese obehunu saman kura wa. And ra parliament 2 hours almost so mapom. Parliament kura mu ntimi ye. Omu ntimi ntina ma 10 mbo. 10 hours parliament ntimi ye 10 hours. Up to date, we are still asking say 24-hour economy no. Da be ne be start. Dem pa ne wom fa na ehase. Okuja to aye ne ti. Ti se musu kroa. Ka kire Ghana for say passport office adwuma 24 hours. O wasalaga fa car. Babi a wo bia oti region de o ma bibi ba ko dan bai. Mo mo oti region no. About 7 p.m. anembra ko passport office na hwese be hunu saman ho ha. Ko passport office na hwese be hunu nipa or passport officer. Why are we lying to our people like that? Nkontompo. Today, inflation, I'll come on the inflation. Inflation is 3.8. Pure water. Time inflation was 52. Now pure water is 50 pesos. And the inflation about 3.8. Still, pure water. Nsu aye no ye dimi ntene boso. Nsu keke komo water. Intimi ntene boso.
Chire wadwe mame e wo comment section. How you Penyah Block Media. Agra.